So cylindrical and quadric surfaces. Okay, so first of all, we are going to learn about level curves. Okay, level curves. So if you still remember during your secondary school, especially in geography subject, okay, have you heard about contour plot or contour map? Pernah dengar? Subjek geografi saya belajar masa sekolah menengah ni. You all belajar, ingat tak? You all lukis banjaran-banjaran tu, pandangan atas, bentuk tempat tinggi, tanah tinggi macam ni kan?
Pernah.
Macam tu, lebih kurang lah. So today we are going to learn about level curves mathematically. Okay, secara matematiknya. Alright. Now let's write something here. Okay, subtopic 1.3.1 level curves. Okay, I'll give you one simple example. Okay. Oops, sorry. Construct a contour map for the function for the function, let's say saya bagi soalan, I will give you different question from the module so that you have extra exercises lah. Okay, so fxy equals to, let's say, x squared plus 3y squared. Okay, using level curves of height k equals to 0, 3, 9, 27. Okay, like that. So basically, guys, as I mentioned earlier, level curves is actually we want to sketch the contour map or contour plot. Okay, so you have to alert lah. Bila ada soalan, ada jumpa je perkataan contour map or contour plot, means you need to sketch the level curves actually. Okay, contour plot. Alright, so solution. Okay, first step, what we should do is we need to let z equals to fxy. Okay, z equals to fxy equals to k, which means that your z is actually the height. Okay, ketinggian, the height. Right, so this is the first step. You can assume z equals to this function fxy ni equals to z equals to x squared plus 3y squared. Macam tu. Alright, so now we will have this. Fxy is actually x squared plus 3y squared, isn't it? So x squared plus 3y squared equals to k. Okay, because z equals to fxy and fxy equals to k. Therefore, the function is equivalent to k. Alright, now we are given the values of k equals to 0, 3, 9, and 27. So what you should do now is we need to substitute all values of k inside this function. Okay, so let's say we start with k equals to 0. So k equals to 0. We will have x squared plus 3y squared equals to 0. Okay, and then keep continuing. K equals to 3. So we will have x squared plus 3y squared equals to 3. All right, now guys, let's say I plot the graph here. Pakai pembaris guys, you all lukis tu. Okay, let's say here is X and right here is Y. Alright. Now for the first K equals to 0. K equals to 0, we have X squared plus 3Y squared equals to 0, which means that, okay, we don't have any radius here because it's equivalent to 0. Therefore, we have this point at 0, 0. Okay? And then we have X squared plus 3Y squared equals to 3. This is a what? Equation ni bentuk apa ni guys sebenarnya? The second one. Ellipse, right? Okay, very good. This is an ellipse. Okay, this is an ellipse. Very good. This is ellipse. What's the major axis? If we divide, yes, the major axis should be on X or Y?
Y.
Y.
You ke Y. Ingat tak last week saya ajar kena turunkan dia kan? X squared over 3 plus Y squared over 1, isn't it? Equals to 1. You divide everything by 3. So the major axis is on X.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Major axis is on X. So we will have, okay, an ellipse. Dia longer vertically. Okay, vertically longer. So it's something like this. Macam tu. Okay. So now you have to denote the radius here. It should be square root 3 and the value here should be 1. Okay, macam tu. Square root 3 and then pada part CY 1 lah. Part CX square root 3. Okay, so that's the first ellipse. Okay, next we have K equals to berapa pula? Equals to 9. So if we keep continuing substitute the values, then we can have X squared plus 3Y squared equals to 9. Therefore, X squared over 9 plus Y squared over 3 equals to 1. So again, we will have an ellipse, but this ellipse should be bigger than the previous ellipse. So should be bigger lah. Dia panjang sikit. Macam ni. Okay. And the value here, kalau you tengokkan ni, nilai dia adalah square root 9. So should be 3 lah. Okay. So should be 3 here. And then the values of Y is, pasti Y apa ni? Apa nilai kat atas ni?
3 3.
Square root 3, yes, square root 3, right? Okay. So last values, K equals to 27. Ganti nilai lagi. K equals to 27. We will have X squared plus 3Y squared equals to 27. So kalau you ubah position dia, 27 plus Y squared over 9, isn't it? 3 over 27 is 1 over 9. So kita akan dapat again an ellipse, but the bigger ellipse lah. Tak muat kat sini, jangan saya ubah position ni dulu. Let me change the position. Besar sikit, macam tu. Okay. So now let's say, saya extend sikit lah supaya bagi you all nampak. Okay, so the biggest ellipse should be like this. this is x. So the values of x should be square root 27. Square root 27. So kita ada square root 27. Dekat y kita ada 3 lah. Of course, like that. So now basically, if you notice in this equation, okay guys, kalau you perasan dalam soalan ni, when k is getting larger, the radius or the size of the ellipse also increases, right? So this is when k equals to 0. Paling kecil, kita dapat titik saja. But now when k increase as 3, the ellipse getting larger. Dia makin besar lah. K equals to 9 and the last one is k equals to 27. So that's the level curves or contour plot or contour map for this function. Okay, that's it. You jawab macam ni dah full mark dah. Okay. Second example. Example 2. Tadi kita buat quadratic. Right now I want to change into straight lines. Okay, example 2, construct a contour map for the given function. Let's say fxy equals to give me a numbers, guys. 1 until 5. Pick one number.
2.
2. Okay. 2 plus x minus y. Okay. Using level curves of height. Let's see, kita start with negative lah. Negative. Let's say negative 3, 0, 1, 2. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 garis. Alright, so now first step kita buat apa, guys? Saya ajar tadi. First step. What you should do in order to sketch the level curves? We let
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 Z.
apa? Let z equals to fxy, isn't it? Xy
Yes.
equals to k. Equals to k. So thus our equation will be turned into 2 plus x minus y equals to k, like this. Alright. Therefore, x minus y equals to k minus 2. Macam tu. Okay, so this is the equation. X minus y equals to k minus 2. So next we need to substitute all the values of k. Okay, kali ni saya buat k negative. K equals to negative 3. So we have this. X minus y equals to negative 3 minus 2. So we will have x minus y equals to negative 5. So macam mana nak senang lukis ni? X minus y equals to negative 5. Kita dah belajar intercept form last week, isn't it? So by using intercept form, this is equivalent to negative x over 5 plus y over 5. Kenapa plus? Buat negative kan? Equals to 1. So that's the first line lah. And then keep continuing it. So k equals to berapa pula? 0. So k equals to 0, we will have x minus y equals to 0 minus 2 lah. So we will have x minus y equals to negative 2. So kalau you use the intercept form, negative x over 2 plus y over 2 equals to 1. Alright, and then k equals to apa lagi? 1 to 5. 1. We will have x minus y equals to 1 minus 2. So x minus y equals to negative 1. So it will be negative x over 1 plus y over 1 equals to 1 lah. So next k equals to 2. Okay. K equals to 2. You will have x minus y equals to 2 minus 2. So we will have 0. X minus y equals to 0. Therefore, x equals to y. Right? The last one, k equals to 5. So we will have x minus y equals to 5 minus 2. So x minus y equals to 3. So x over 3 minus y over 3 equals to 1. Okay, so jom kita lukis lah. Let's start sketch the contour plot for this equation. Now we have x and y. Now the line, the equation here representing lines, isn't it? Sebab dia kuasa satu, the linear equations. So for the first equation, we have this negative 5, 5. So x equals to negative 5 and 5. So let's say negative 5, 5 here. So this is the line. You sambungkan je line macam biasa. Okay, so that's the line, the first line. And then when k equals to negative 3 dah, if k equals to 0, we have negative 2 and 2. So negative 2 and 2, let's say here negative 2 and here is 2. So you sambungkan lagi. And then we have negative 1 and 1. So negative 1 and 1. Here negative 1, right here is 1. So this is the line. Macam tu. Okay. Lepas tu kita ada x equals to y. What happened guys for this equation? X equals to y. Dia ada intersect mana-mana tak?
Maximum.
Sorry?
Dekat origin.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Dia dekat sini kan. Suppose dia 0, 0. Okay. So therefore the line should be like this. Dia touch origin. Okay, so this is the line of x equals to y. Macam tu. Okay, next. The last one. X over 3. Ni positif dah lah. Positive 3 and negative 3 untuk y. So we will have positive 3x, negative 3 untuk y. Negative 3. So this is the line. Okay, therefore the answer is like this lah. So inilah you punya contour plot untuk linear equations. Alright. Understand guys so far? For level curves. Okay, good. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so we finished already on that. Okay. Now we move to cylindrical surfaces. This subtopic is very important. Why? Because you are going to use it until chapter 4. Okay, especially when you want to sketch the region of 3D region. When you want to solve triple integrals, okay, later in chapter 4, you akan ada region G. Region G ni adalah bentuk 3D. Okay, so that's why you need to understand how to sketch the following surfaces lah yang kita akan belajar. Last week kita belajar only plane. Surface kita plane. Okay, because linear equation. Right? Persamaan kita linear, hanya kuasa satu. Last week kita belajar plane, papan plywood saya kata kan. Okay, but today we are going to learn more shapes lah, more surfaces, cylindrical surfaces actually nama dia. Okay, so the first one is parabolic cylinder. Alright, parabolic cylinder. Number 1. Nama ni pun you kena ingat tau. Sebab kadang-kadang dia dalam soalan test dia akan tanya. Name the following surfaces, parabolic cylinder. I give you example. Sketch the following surfaces. Okay, I give you, let's say, 3 questions lah. Let's say y equals to 3x, okay, 1 plus x squared, macam tu. Okay, and then number 2, let's say we have z equals to 9 minus x squared, macam tu. And then number 3, let's say we have x equals to let's say kita ambil 5 lah, 5y squared, macam tu. So 3 equations Alright, now guys, when you encounter this type of equations, solution, first step to get the idea, okay, number 1, contohnya kita solve yang number 1 to get the idea of what shape do we have here, because in reality, during your test, okay, there are a lot of equations guys. Ada banyak persamaan dia akan bagi soalan lah. So, saya nak sampai satu tahap, you nampak je equation tu, you dah tahu dah dia bentuk apa. Okay, if you don't have any idea, you need to sketch the graph in 2 dimension first. Okay, so let's sketch the graph in 2D to get the idea. Kalau you dah expert guys, kalau you dah faham, straight away sketch the graph in 3D. Sebab markah untuk 2D ni tak ada pun. Okay, soalan memang 100% from 3D graph. So, lukis 2D ni just to get the idea. Okay, saya ajar lukis 2D ni hanya untuk dapatkan gambaran bentuk apa sebenarnya dalam 3D. Right? So now, in 2D, 1 plus x squared, 1 plus x squared, y equals to 1 plus x squared. Ni bentuk apa guys dalam 2D? So, pak siapa terlibat ni? X dengan y. Okay, remember last week as I mentioned in our lecture last week, apa subjek kita sekarang ni? What's the subject for this equation?
Y.
Y, isn't it? Okay, so Y. So graph ni macam mana guys? Menghadap ke mana? Of course lah Pak C Y lah. Sebab so it should be upward or downward?
Upward.
Upward, yes. Because positive here. And then satu lagi you tambah 1 kan? So saya dah ajar last week. Ni kita punya lukisan parabola 1. Okay, now in 3D, okay, kita dah dapat bentuk gambaran dia. Okay, dia 2D dia macam tu. So 3D, we will have X, Y, and Z. Okay guys, first thing first, you kena plotkan garisan ni, this line on the 3D axis dalam paksi 3D ni. So you perhatikan betul-betul garisan kuning ni guys, the yellow, the highlighted yellow line ni is facing on the positive side of Y axis. Okay, dia menghadap paksi Y positif. So dalam 3D, paksi Y positif adalah sebelah kanan. Okay, on this side, Y positif. So dia menghadap. Okay, dia menghadap paksi Y positif and then bucu dia 1. So macam ni. 1 like this. Okay, so you kena transfer daripada 2D kepada 3D. Tapi pastikan position dia betul. Dia menghadap paksi Y positif, so dalam 3D pun dia mesti menghadap paksi Y positif. Okay, understand? For the first step, boleh faham?
Okay.
Okay, good. So now, in order to sketch parabolic cylinder, guys, parabolic cylinder, okay, saya tulis balik dalam equation ni, y equals to 1 plus x squared. In this equation, there is no variable what dalam kes ni? No Z, yes, very good, no Z. So the parabolic cylinder should be parallel along Z. Okay, now kita nak sketch bentuk parabola ni sepanjang paksi Z. So what we should do is, okay, the method is you have to sketch longer on one side and then shorter on the other side. Maksudnya you tak boleh lukis sama lah, nanti you pening. Satu panjang, satu pendek macam tu. Satu kaki panjang, satu kaki pendek. Itu cara lukis parabolic cylinder dengan lebih mudah lah. So now dia parallel sepanjang paksi Z. You dah tahu dah tadi dia tak ada Z. So dia parallel along Z. Z ni menegak paksi Z kan? Alright. So what we should do is you tarik je sama ada ke atas ataupun ke bawah. Let's say saya tarik ke atas. So I will have something like this. Okay. Ingat kalau nak tarik ke bawah pun boleh. Panjang sebelah, pendek sebelah. So panjang cantumkan dengan panjang, pendek cantumkan dengan pendek. Macam tu. So yang tengah-tengah ni dah boleh buat dotted lah. Macam tu. Okay, it's up to you. Either you want to sketch only positive part of Z or both sides. Okay, sebab dia tak mention. So we just sketch a portion of it. Parabolic cylinder ni bentuk macam longkang lah. Understand guys?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, good, very good. So next, we have question number 2. Z equals to 9 minus x squared. Okay, dalam 2D, let's say kita buat step by step. In 2D, okay, bila you nak buat 2D, when it comes to Z variable, you have to bear in mind Z couple dengan X, Z mesti menegak. Okay, Z mesti tegak vertical line. This is your Z. Okay, and then X sebelah tepi lah. Okay, now the subject is Z. So what happened guys? Subject is Z. So the graph should be menghadap paksi apa ni?
Z.
Z. Okay, dia senyum ke masam?
Masam.
Masam. Very good. Dia masam. And then dia tambah 9 kan? Dia masam, dia tambah 9. Alright, very good guys. You already understand the steps. Okay, so now dia macam ni. Okay, bucu dia 9 lah. Of course, can I get the values of this point? Apa koordinat dia?
3 dengan negative 3.
Yes, very good. Negative 3 and 3. Okay, good. Well done. So now kita nak plot graph ni dalam 3D. Okay, 3D. So buat 3 axis ni. We have X, Y and Z. Okay. So 9 minus X squared. Macam mana ni guys? You tengok dia Z dengan X kan sekarang ni. Z dengan X. So X of course you kena letak dalam kepala paksi X mesti depan dengan belakang. Okay, depan dan belakang kan. So you akan buat 1 depan 3. Okay, 1 depan. Yang depan ni 3. Yang belakang ni negative 3 lah of course. Negative X kan. So Z always 9 lah macam atas ni. Maksudnya daripada 2D you pindahkan ke 3D tapi make sure position dia betul. Okay. Sebab paksi X sekarang ni dalam 3D dia depan dengan belakang. So something like this. Alright. Understand? So now guys, dalam equation ni dia tak ada apa?
Y.
Yes, no Y. So the parabolic cylinder should be parallel along Y. Okay, parallel along Y. So it's up to you lah. You nak tarik ke kanan boleh, ataupun nak tarik ke kiri boleh, ataupun both sides. Okay, it's up to you. All are correct. Okay, so let's say saya nak tarik ke kanan sahaja. So I will have this. Alright, and then depan pendek, belakang macam ni. So satu pendek, satu panjang lah. So this is the parabolic cylinder. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, good, very good. So jom last equation. X equals to 5y squared. Number 3, X equals to 5y squared. Okay, you boleh imagine tak dalam 3D terus guys? Bentuk dia macam mana? Boleh imagine tak dalam 3D terus? Saya tak nak buat 2D dah. Sebab kita dah buat 2 soalan ni, I think you can imagine it. Contoh kan? Okay, kita buat 3D dia. Kita ada 3 axis. Okay, X, Y, Z. Apa subjek kita sekarang ni guys? Subjek kita adalah?
X.
Okay, very good, X. So X ni dia positif tau, dia positif 5. So dia menghadap ke, of course lah kalau X sebagai subjek dia akan menghadap X sama ada ke depan ataupun belakang. Kalau dia positif sekarang ni, so dia menghadap ke arah mana? Depan atau belakang?
Depan.
Depan, yes. Apa maksud 5 tu guys sebenarnya? It's just
Size.
size, yes, very good. It's just a size. Size bukaan you punya parabola tu. Menguncuk ataupun mengembang. That's it. Okay? So that's the parabola. Now, we don't have variable what here?
Z.
No Z. Yeah. So, kita punya parabolic cylinder should be parallel along Z. Okay, straight away lah. You tarik je sepanjang paksi Z ni. Tak kisah nak tarik atas boleh, nak tarik bawah boleh. Tarik je. Macam tu. Okay. So that's the parabolic cylinder for this equation. Understand? Parabolic cylinder guys? Okay, good. Number 2. Okay, number 2 we have ni parabolic cylinder. Okay, cylinder. Number 2 is cylinder. Alright. So I give you sketch example lah, macam tadi. Example sketch the following surfaces. Okay, so now number 1. Let's say we have of x squared, let's say 5x squared plus 5y squared equals to 125. And then number 2, let's say we have z squared plus 4x squared equals to 16. Okay, ada 2 soalan saya bagi. Alright, now solution. Okay, question number 1. We have 5x squared plus 5y squared equals to 125. Okay, so basically guys, okay, we will divide everything by 5. Okay, sebab dia coefficient 5 ni kan. Ataupun 125 bawa ke bawah, samalah, tak kisahlah So let's say I divide everything by 5, x squared plus y squared. 125 divide by 5 dapat apa?
25.
20? 5. Okay, now kalau you notice equation ni bentuk apa dalam 2D guys?
Circle.
Yes, very good. In 2D, this is a circle. This is a circle with radius r
5.
equals to 5. Yes, r equals to square root 25, which is equals to 5. Alright, good, very good. So now, in 2D, dia adalah satu circle. Okay. X, Y. Satu circle dengan jari 5 lah. Like this. Okay, so here is 5, negative 5, atas ni 5 lah. Bawah ni negative 5. Something like that. Okay, now we want to transform this in 3D. In 3D, okay. Plot dulu. 3 axis tu. 3 axis, X, Y, and Z. Okay, sama konsep macam tadi juga guys. The same concept. X squared plus Y squared plus Z squared. Plus Z squared pula. Equals to 25. Ni tak ada apa dalam ni. No
Z.
what? No Z, isn't it? Dia tak ada Z kan? So, bila tak ada Z dalam ni, it should be parallel along Z. Circle tadi tu, dia mestilah selari sepanjang paksi Z. Okay? So, bila nak lukis bulatan tu, dia akan ke macam ni lah. Lebih sikit lah. Macam tu. Okay, so don't forget to plot 5. Right here 5. Sebelah kiri negative 5. At the back is negative 5. Macam tu. And then dia parallel sepanjang paksi Z. So you bolehlah tarik ke atas ataupun tarik ke bawah. Ataupun both sides lah. It's up to you. So you dapatlah silinder macam ni. Okay. That's the answer for question number 1. Okay, next question number 2. Z squared plus 4x squared equals to 16. Z squared plus 4x squared equals to 16. Ya ke? Betul. Okay. So now, solution. Sekali pandang ni bentuk apa guys? Mesti you all dah expert ni. Daripada chapter 1 kita belajar chapter 1. Last week kita dah belajar bentuk-bentuk dia. Bentuk apa guys in 2D?
Ellipse.
Ellipse. Very good. Okay, ellipse. So Z squared over 16 plus 4x squared over 16 equals to 1, isn't it? So we will have Z squared over 16 plus x squared. 4 divided by 16 is 4 equals to 1. So now into D, kalau you plot, dia akan bentuk ellipse. Okay, betul. What's the magic axis now?
Z.
Z lah. Okay, Z dengan X. Guys, sebenarnya kalau ni Z dengan X tau, kalau Z dengan Y pun sama Z must be always vertical. You have to bear in mind, ni dalam kes Z dengan X macam ni lah. Tapi kalau Z dengan Y, misal kata kat sini ni adalah Y squared. Contoh, misal kata ni Y squared. So paksi Y dekat sebelah sini juga. Okay? Z ni maksudnya kalau Z, jumpa je Z dia mesti menegak. 2D ke 3D ke dia mesti tegak lah. Okay? The position supaya you tak confuse. Saya takut you confuse. Okay. So now it should be vertically longer. So like this. So now Z equals to 4, right? And then X ni adalah square root of 4 is 2. Right? Jangan letak 16 pula. Dia punca kuasa 16. Square root 16 should be 4 and then square root of 4 is 2. Okay. So now, dia tak ada value apa-apa guys in 3D ni.
Y.
Y, yes. Don't have Y. So you boleh imagine tak position dia macam mana? Cylinder tu, dia akan parallel along y-axis. X, Y and Z. Okay, so of course kita punya ni dia akan bentuk memanjang sikit lah sebab dia tadi ellipse kan. So now right here is 4, right here should be 2, here is -4, at the back should be -2 lah. Macam tu. So parallel along y-axis, you tariklah sepanjang paksi y ni. Again tak kisah ke kanan ataupun ke kiri as long as it's parallel on y-axis lah. Okay, no y. No y. So parallel along y. Macam tu. Understand guys?
Yes.
Okay, good. Alright. So next, cylinder paraboloid. Okay, paraboloid. Paraboloid ni menarik. I will explain in detail Saya akan buat step by step. Number 3, paraboloid. I give you one example. Example, sketch the surface of, let's say, Z equals to 25 minus x squared minus y squared. Okay, sketch the surface of Z equals to 25 minus x squared minus y squared. Okay, now, okay guys, what's the difference between this equation dengan equation parabolic cylinder? Apa beza persamaan ni, paraboloid ni, dengan persamaan parabolic cylinder mula-mula tadi?
3 variable.
Yeah, very good. 3 variables. Ada ketiga-tiga variables. Kalau tadi parabolic cylinder, kita hanya ada 2 variables. Kita tengok soalan dia. Dia ada 2 variables tu, sama ada y dengan x ke, ataupun z dengan x ke, ataupun x dengan y. Tapi kalau kes paraboloid, we will have all variables in our equation. Okay, and then now, okay, step by step. Okay, let's say on xy plane, into D, on xy plane, saya nak let z, okay, first I will let z equals to 0. We know that z is the height, isn't it? Okay, let z equals to 0. So we will have 25 minus x squared minus y squared equals to 0. Yang ni kita guna level curve tadi yang kita belajar, subtopic 1.1 tadi, level curve tadi tu. So, let z equals to k lah. Apa saya punya pen ni tak keluar ni. Let z equals to k level of curve height. Sebab k kan ketinggian kan, height. Kalau z equals to 0, macam ni. So we will have x squared plus y squared equals to 25. This is a what guys? Ni bentuk persamaan ni merujuk kepada apa dalam 2D? Equation ni membentuk apa?
Circle.
Circle, yes, very good. Circle. Kita dah buat tadi kan? A circle with radius equals to?
25.
Yes, square root 25. So it should be 5. Yes. Okay. So now, kalau ni saya kata kita, ini saya adjust step by step. Tapi kalau you dah expert nanti, you straight away sketch 3D. Saya cuba nak bagi you faham macam mana equation ni membentuk paraboloid tu. Okay, let's say z equals to 9. So we have x squared plus y squared equals to 25 minus 9 lah. Tadi 25 minus 0 kan? So 25 minus 9, so we will have x squared plus y squared equals to 25 minus 9 should be 16. Okay? Because, saya lupa tadi ni. So when let z equals to k, so x squared plus y squared equals to 25 minus k, like this. So the first step, 25 minus 0, 25. 25 minus 9 should be 16. So again, this is a circle with radius. A circle with r equals to 4. Okay, let's say I let z equals to 16. So we will have x squared plus y squared equals to 25 minus 16. So we will have x squared plus y squared equals to 9. So now a circle with radius 3. And then let's say when z equals to 25. So x squared plus y squared equals to 25 minus 25, we will get 0 lah. Okay, we just get a point of 0, 0. Okay, now, okay, itu on xy plane. Okay, into D juga, into D. Let's say kita couplekan z dengan x. Okay, z with x. So on xz plane, we let y equals to 0, okay? So on xz plane, we let y equals to 0. So z equals to 25 minus x squared. Bila y equals to 0, jadilah macam ni kan? Okay, so now this should be a parabola. Okay, paksi x dekat sini. Paksi z sentiasa menegak. Okay, so upward or downward? The parabola.
Yes.
Downward, yes, downward. Very good. It should be downward here. Okay, and the vertex should be 25 and the values here should be -5 and 5. Okay, next, again into D. On tadi saya pasangkan Z dengan X, but now I want you to combine Z with Y pula on YZ plane. Okay, on YZ plane, we let tadi kalau XZ, Y itu kosong. So now kalau YZ plane, apa yang kosong? X equals to 0, yes. Thus, we will have equation of Z equals to 25 minus Y squared. Tadi 25 minus X squared. Now 25 minus Y squared. Okay, look here now. Kita pun plot lah graph 2D. 25 minus Y squared. X dengan Y pula, sorry. Now, variable yang terlibat is Z and Y. Okay, the variables are Z and Y. So, as I mentioned earlier, Z must be always vertical. So, Z duduk atas, Y duduk sebelah kanan macam ni. Okay. Ingat Z sentiasa tegak. Supaya you tak confuse. Z ni dia mesti menang. Dia mesti confirm dia akan tegak. So, vertical line should be Z as this lah. Okay, now again, since Z is the subject, of course it should be a downward sebab negative Y squared, isn't it? So kat sini 25, right here is -5, right here should be 5. Okay, now we need to combine all of these lines. Okay, oh saya terlupa nak lukis yang ni. Okay guys, so yang ni, circle-circles ni, kalau kita lukis, contour plot kan. Ini adalah X dengan Y tadi. So kita ada circle equals to 5. Lepas tu circle radius dia 4. And then radius dia 3. And then a point of 0, 0. Macam tu lah. So here we have 5, 4, 3. Dia punya jejari radius dia. Okay, now we need to combine all of these three graphs into 3D. Alright. So in 3D, X, Y, and Z. Okay, guys. Now, okay, I will turn on my camera so that you can see me. Can you see me now? Boleh nampak saya?
Yes, madam.
Okay, now
Yes,
guys,
madam.
as you can see on the screen, this is like a CD tau. Okay, XY plane means you see the graph from top, daripada atas. Okay, maksudnya ini you punya CD. Okay, bulat besar, lepas tu bulat kecil, bulat makin kecil. Kan? Bulat besar, radius 5, radius 4 for example, radius 3, and then dot. Tengah-tengah macam tu. So ini dia punya contour plot. Contour plot ni maksudnya pandangan daripada atas. You nampak bentuk macam ni. Okay, understand? Now, in order to transform that in 3D, okay, kita nak transform 3D sekarang ni. Instead of having a position like this, dalam 3D, you kena ubah position CD bulatan itu jadi macam ni. Okay, understand? Instead of having tadi macam ni, bulat kecil, bulat besar, bulat kecil kan. Sekarang ni you kena ubah position tu dalam 3D, dia jadi macam ni, ke sisi, pandangan hadapan pula. Tadi pandangan atas macam ni, pandangan hadapan dia macam ni. Okay, so what happened guys? For the first circle, the biggest circle dengan radius 5 tadi tu, we will have something like this. Okay, you lepehkan dia. You lepehkan dia macam ni. Tadi dia macam ni kan? But now, make it like this. Okay, itu adalah apabila radius dia 5 or when K equals to 0, isn't it? K itu adalah Z kan? So when K equals to 0, kita ada satu je jari. Ni, faham tak? Ini Z equals to 0, kita ada biggest circle with radius 5. Okay, this is when K equals to 0. Apa maksud K equals to 0 ataupun Z equals to 0 adalah dia berada pada tapak, pada lantai. Okay? So when K equals to 0 bermaksud kita ada satu circle dengan radius paling besar which is 5 radius kita. Okay, so that is the first circle. And then the values of Z or K increase. You tengok dia pada Z equals to 9 pula, you akan dapat satu circle dengan radius 4. But the radius is smaller. Okay, circle juga tapi radius smaller. And then pada level Z equals to 9, ni saya buat 9, naik sikit. Maksudnya tadi kat bawah Z equals to 0, but now dia naik sikit. So your circle will be smaller because the radius is 4. Macam tu. So you akan dapat macam ni. Okay, second circle. And then you keep continuing it when Z equals to 16, isn't it? Mana tadi? Ni, Z equals to 16. So maksudnya you naikkan lagi, you naikkan lagi level dia. The circle becomes smaller sebab radius dia 3 dah sekarang ni. Okay, radius dia 3. So we'll have smaller circle. So bila you plot tu dia makin kecil lah radius kan. Macam ni. Okay, maksudnya you susun you punya CD tu macam ni, macam ni, macam ni, macam ni. Sebab kita pandangan hadapan. Tadi kita pandangan atas macam ni. But now pandangan kita hadapan. Okay. So the last one, when Z equals to 25, maksudnya highest, paling highest, when Z equals to 25, we only have a point because we don't have any radius. X equals to 0, Y equals to 0. So dia akan jadi titik, satu titik sahaja. Pada level Z equals to 25 here, we just have a point, satu titik sahaja macam ni, dekat sini. Okay, so understand now bentuk yang first step tadi ni, daripada macam ni, we move like this. Boleh faham pandangan atas macam ni, pandangan hadapan dia macam ni. Okay, now we have XZ plane. XZ plane you perasan koordinat X daripada 5 hingga negatif 5. Okay, so XZ plane you tengok daripada 5, okay, right here is 5, and then at the back here should be negative 5. Kat belakang ni negative 5. Okay, so your curve parabola tadi tu daripada hadapan ke belakang macam ni. Okay, that's the parabola on XZ plane. Now YZ plane. On YZ plane, part CY dengan Z lah pula. Okay, if you notice here, Y negative 5 until 5, part CY. Part CY from negative 5 until 5. Ini negative 5 ni. So kiri dengan kanan lah. Alright. On the right and on the left. So you akan dapat bentuk macam ni. Sambungkan dia. That's the curve parabola. Okay, so it becomes a paraboloid. Ini sebenarnya terhasilnya paraboloid daripada graf-graf 2D tadi. So understand guys?
Understand.
Boleh faham? Okay, but don't worry, in your test, no need for you to sketch all those 2D graph. Okay, tak perlu pun. Kalau you dah expert, straight away sketch the graph in 3D. Okay, what am I doing earlier ni, apa yang saya buat ni just a guideline for you to get the idea bentuk apa yang kita akan dapat sebenarnya. Let's say kalau dalam test you blur sangat, you tak ingat dah bentuk apa yang belajar, tak ingat langsung. You try buat graph 2D just to get the idea. Okay? Understand guys?
Understand, madam.
Okay, good.
Doktor, dia punya calculation tu ada markah juga?
Dia punya apa?
Calculation.
Calculation tak ada guys. That's why saya kata graph dia 3D. Based on ni sahaja markah dia. Based kepada 3D ni sahaja. Markah dia akan membentuk position you betul, mesti betul. And then bentuk yang betul. And then coordinate mesti betul. At least one coordinate betul. Dia kena macam tu. Dia biasanya soalan ni 3 markah je. That's why saya kata 2D tu dia tak ada markah. Tapi 2D tu membantu you lukis graph 3D. Yes, you have to train. Yes, you have to do a lot of exercises. Tak apa, nanti last kelas ni, nanti sebelum habis kelas, saya akan go to exercises. Kita akan pick. Saya tunjuk soal equation tu, you kena tahu. Tu bentuk apa. Okay? Saya nak sampai level tu, student saya faham. Equation ni bentuk apa, equation ni bentuk apa, macam tu. Okay, next. Let's see. Example lagi guys. Another example. Let's say we have sketch TCH, the surface of let's say we have x equals to negative 4y squared plus 4z squared. Okay. See, look at the equation carefully. Dia ada ketiga-tiga variable, so dia bukanlah parabolic cylinder dan dia bukanlah silinder. Okay, so now x sebagai subjek. Okay, x sebagai subjek, so logically, bila x sebagai subjek, dia sama ada menghadap ke hadapan ataupun ke belakang, isn't it? Okay, ke hadapan ataupun ke belakang. So now in 3D, X, Y dengan Z. Dia menghadap ke belakang, isn't it? Sebab X tu kan, negatif semua tu kan. Faham ke tak ni guys? Boleh imagine tak? Okay, boleh imagine tak? Okay lah, in 2D. XZ plane. XZ plane. X equals to negative XY plane lah, XY plane, sorry. Kita ambil XY plane dulu. Dia boleh pilih salah satu tak sebenarnya you kena lukis dua-dua. So X equals to negative 4y squared. So part CY menegak lah kan. Y dengan X. Dia akan menghadap part CY X negatif, part CS negatif kan. Sebab negative 4 tu just dia punya opening size. Menguncuk ataupun mengembang kan. So dia menghadap part CX negatif. So now bila you nak transform 3D, part CX negatif belah mana? Belakang ke depan?
Belakang.
Yes. Okay, belakang. So now you pun buatlah belakang. Macam tu. Okey, sekarang ni memandangkan dia ada ketiga-tiga variable, of course lah dia akan jadi paraboloid. So you buat je macam ni. Dah siap format dah. Just like that. Understand? Dia
Yes.
tak ada dia bucu
Yes,
dia
doktor.
dah siap lah. Okay. Just as simple. Yes.
Ada soalan yang tu 4y² dengan 4z² kan. Yang 4 tu macam last week punya tak kisah kan dia punya shape.
Tak kisah. Yes. Don't mind. Don't worry. Sebab dia tak ada intersect tau. Dia tak ada intersection point. So you tak ada nak letak coordinate, isn't it? So we don't care about that. So for this type of question, we just look at the position. Maksudnya dia menghadap ke arah mana, and then make sure paraboloid lah. Kalau you buat cone, salah lah soalan ni. Dia mesti paraboloid. Okay, mesti mangkuk tom yum. Alright.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome. Okay, so that's the steps lah. Okay. See, yang C ni dia sebab dia positif. So dia positif X, so ke arah positif lah. Ni. That's why dia menghadap ke positif. Kalau you tengok ni kan, equation ni dia berbeza nilai, but doesn't mind as long as subjek kita adalah Z. So of course bila positif kita tahu Z tu menghadap ke atas. That's why mangkuk tom yum tu menghadap ke atas lah. Okay. Yang ni pun sama. Ini just sekadar dia punya size sahaja, tapi position dia tetap Z positif. So dia akan menghadap ke atas. Kalau dua-dua ni negatif, baru you akan menghadap ke bawah. Kalau let's say ni negatif, baru menghadap ke bawah. Contoh soalan saya tadi, dua-dua negatif tau. Sebab, ni, you tengok soalan saya tadi dua-dua negatif. Negatif X², negatif Y². That's why mangkuk tom yum tu tumpah dia ke bawah. Okay. Right. So that's paraboloid. Now spheres. Spheres ni pun paling simple lah ni. Okay. Spheres. Hemisphere and so on lah. Saya nak bagi example soalan spheres. Berapa dah 1, 2, 3 ni 3, 4. Number 4 we have sphere. Okay, let's start with a sphere at center at origin first. Okay, example. Sketch. Saya nak combine lah guys, sphere dengan ellipsoid. Sphere dengan ellipsoid. Sebab dia orang ni adik-beradik sebenarnya. Example sketch. The following surfaces. Number 1, let's say we have 3x² plus 3y² plus 3z² equals to, let's say 27. Number 2, let's say we have y equals to square root of 25 minus x² minus z². And then number 3, let's say we have x² plus 2y² plus 2z² equals to, let's say 8. 16 divided by 2 should be 8. 8 lah. Okay, macam tu. Okay, there are 3 equations here. So let's do one by one. Solution. Okay, so for question number 1, first step, of course, we need to divide everything by 27, isn't it? So x² plus y² plus 7 plus z², 27 divides by 3, we get 9, right? So guys, apa beza equation ni dengan paraboloid? Can you notice the difference between this equation dengan equation paraboloid tadi?
Dia ada X, Y, Z.
Yes.
Ada
Kalau
poly.
tadi, okay, paraboloid tadi, dia ada subjek kat depan. Okay, dia ada subjek kat depan and then dia ada kuadratik lah. Sama kuadratik tu ada, kuadratik ni sama macam ni. Tapi dalam kes ni semua kuasa 2. Okay. So now, ni paling simple lah sphere ni. So we can just sketch the sphere. What's the radius, guys? 3. Yes, very good. The radius is 3. Okay, macam ni. So here should be 3. 3 kat sini, negative 3. Macam tu. Atas ni 3. Okay. That's it. That's the graph 3D of sphere. Next question. Soalan nombor 2 ni menarik sikit. Kebanyakannya soalan macam ni, student akan confuse dengan paraboloid. Okay. Okay, bila soalan macam ni guys, what you should do is try square both sides. Okay, try square both sides. So we will have y squared equals to 25 minus x squared minus z squared. Macam tu. Sebab kalau dalam paraboloid, dia memang ada subjek. Betul lah dia ada subjek. Tapi paraboloid dia tak ada punca kuasa ni. Okay, so bila you jumpa soalan ada punca kuasa, don't panic. You try square both sides dulu. Baru you nampak gambaran, oh dia bentuk ni sebenarnya. Okay, so bila you dah square both sides, you will get something like this. After that, you have to rearrange all the variables to the left-hand side. So we will have x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to 25. So we know that this is a sphere with radius 5. Okay, a sphere with radius 5. X, Y, and Z. Okay. Now we know that this is a sphere with radius 5. A sphere r equals to 5. Okay, however, guys, dalam soalan ni dia ada square root sign. So apa maksud square root sign? Bila depan dia ni tak ada apa-apa, maksudnya dia sentiasa positif lah. Okay, macam chapter 1 hari tu kita belajar. So dalam kes kita ni, y must be always positive. Okay, y must be always positive. So bila y must be always positive, bermaksud graf ni kita hanya consider only one side of y, which is y positif sebelah kanan. Okay, kalau y positif dia sebelah kanan. So apa jadi kalau ikutkan equation ni dia sphere, tapi soalan asal dia adalah square root. So bila square root only half of it, so we will get a hemisphere. Okay, hemisphere. So hemisphere kita belah mana ni? Sebelah y positive, isn't it? So you buatlah macam gini. Macam tu. Only y positive. Hemisphere So kat sini 5 lah, of course. Sini 5, kat sini 5. At the back is negative 5. Like that. Okay, faham konsep hemisphere? Boleh guys? Kalau ada square root sign lah. Square root sign tu maksudnya positif. Tapi kalau negatif, contoh ada soalan dalam modul tu dia buat negatif. Ada tak Sekejap saya tengok. Kalau negatif, itu bermaksud dia dekat bahagian negatif lah. Okay, so kalau negatif Z ni bermaksud dia dekat bawah. So hemisphere dia dekat bawah. This one. This is the hemisphere. Yang bahagian negatif Z. So you have to be careful lah kalau soalan ada square root sign tu, hati-hati. Dia sama ada hemisphere ataupun cone. Cone pun kadang-kadang ada square root. Nanti saya explain macam mana nak tahu dia cone ataupun tak. Okay, next, last question. This. Okay, mula-mula you nampak soalan macam ni, you kena tengok, oh ada tak kuasa 2 semua sekali variable? Oh ada. So bila ada, you kena tengok pula. Dia punya coefficient sama ke tak? Ini sama, tapi ini tak sama. Ini adalah 1. So what happen bila tak sama, it will becomes into an ellipsoid. Okay, nama dia adalah ellipsoid. Sebab dia tak sama ellipsoid. Ellipsoid ni macam bentuk bola rugby tu guys. Macam bentuk bola rugby. So right now here guys, kalau saya tak solve lagi ni, you boleh imagine tak dia punya magic axis kat mana? What's the magic axis of this ellipsoid? Part C. Yes. X. Very good. Yes, X. Okay. So if we divide everything by 8, we have x squared over 8 plus 2y over 8. Okay, 2 bagi 8 jadi 4 lah. Y squared over 4 plus z squared over 4 equals to 1. So yes, this is an ellipsoid and the magic axis is on X. So straight away sketch the graph. We have X, Y, and Z. Okay, so X equals to square root 8. Okay, kita dah tahu dah major axis dia X. Major axis X. Okay, sekejap Major axis X. So you akan buat bentuk dia memanjang ke arah X lah. Buat macam ni dulu. Okay. And then ni atas, ini bawah. Okay. Okay. You plot koordinat X pun dah good enough dah. Square root 8. Macam tu. Okay. Kalau nak plot Z boleh lah. Z equals to 2. Kan? Tapi tak cukup. Tak cukup bulat. Sekejap saya padam bagi cantik sikit. Tak cukup bulat, tak cukup elips. Dia sepatutnya lepis sikit. Macam ni. Just like a rugby ball. Macam tu. I don't mind if you want to use pencil in your test, tapi make sure terang lah supaya saya nampak. Student setiap semester tanya saya, madam boleh pakai pensel tak jawab test? Boleh, tak ada masalah. Yang penting awak punya lukisan tu terang, saya nampak. Sebab student suka pandang-pandang kan. Tak apa, pakai pensel pun tak apa. Okay, so understand ellipse and sphere? Boleh guys? So kalau ellipse ni, you kena tengok dia major axis dia dekat mana lah. Okay? Now, equation of sphere. Equation of sphere ni, dia ada satu topik dalam buku. Saya kena ajar juga ni, equation of sphere. General equation of sphere. Ni pernah keluar test lah, selalu juga lah keluar test semester lepas pun keluar. It's something like this guys, when we have an equation like this, x minus x naught squared plus y minus y naught squared plus z minus z naught squared equals to k. Okay, when you have an equation like this, so the first conclusion, if k, we have three actually conclusions lah here. if K greater than 0, it means that we will have a sphere center at coordinate x0, y0 dengan z0, jadi dia punya center lah. Okay, and radius r equals to square root of k. Okay, itu kalau nilai k tu greater than 0, nilai k tu positif. Okay, what if k equals to 0, what happen? We will get a point. Only a point. Okay? A point of x0, y0 and z0. Dia bukan sphere. Dia tak ada radius equals to 0. So we just get a point. Okay, the last one, if we have the values of k less than 0, so what happened? No graph, so no conclusion. Tak ada graph, dia tak nak lukis pun, tak nak plot pun. Sebab dia tak logik. Okay, if k less than 0, no graph. Dia adalah imaginary, dia bukan real number. So no conclusion kalau k tu negative. Okay, so that's it. Alright, so now if we look at the module, soalan dia biasanya dia suruh show an equation of a sphere and then find center, radius ataupun give a conclusion. Maksudnya kalau dia suruh give a conclusion tu, dia nak tahulah you dapat k tu positif ke negatif. Macam tu. Contoh saya bagi show that sphere and find. Okay. Kita buat satu soalan exercise lah. Okay, let's say find the center and radius. Describe. Ni contoh dia. Contoh macam ni. Describe the surface whose equation is given. Macam tu. So kita akan buat soalan ni. Number 7 ni. Copy. Kalau disuruh cari radius, maksudnya memang betul lah tu sphere. Contoh kalau soalan macam ni. Okey, saya buat soalan nombor B tu dulu. Sebab B tu perkali dia 1. Saya akan ajar you completing the square first. Lepas tu baru kita buat soalan A. Okey, solution. Question B dulu So we have x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus 3x plus 4y minus 8z plus 25 equals to 0. Okay, first step, what you should do is, okay, nama dia completing the square, right? You all dah belajar sekolah menengah, dah belajar kan, completing the square. Okay, first step, make sure you pasangkan x dengan x, y dengan y, z dengan z. Okay, so I open this bracket, so we will have x here. X ni pasangan dia adalah dengan negative 3x ni. So what you should do here is negative 3x tu, negative 3 tu you have to divide by 2. Macam tu. Okay, so bahagi 2 dia akan jadi minus 3 over 2. Tutup kurungan. 3 bahagi 2 jadi 3/2 lah. Kenapa negatif? Sebab dia negatif. So square kat sini. Okay, now plus open bracket for y pula. Untuk y, okay, y saya buat warna hijau. Y square pasangan dia adalah negative 4y. Positive 4y. So positive 4 ni what you should do is again you kena bahagi 2 juga. Okay, so divide by 2, we will have plus 2, close the bracket, okay, and then square. Okay, last plus z, z saya buat warna apa you all nak ni? Warna biru boleh? Okay, biru, blue color. So dia couple dia adalah negative 8z. So negative 8 tu what you should do is you have to divide by 2 juga, bahagi 2. So 8 bahagi 2 dapat apa? 4. Tambah ke tolak ni?
Tolak.
Tolak. Okay, minus 4.
Tolak.
Tolak. Tekan tolak. Okay, minus 4 square. Okay, now plus 25 tu salin je balik. Plus 25 tu salin je balik. Kalau duduk sebelah kanan, dia jadi tolak lah. Okay, so plus 25 salin je balik. Tolak. Open the bracket. And then what you should do now is nilai-nilai ni you kena kuasa duakan semua sekali. Yang ni dengan yang ni kena kuasa dua. Okay, so minus 3/2 square is 9/4 plus 2 square is 4 plus negative 4 square jadi 4 kuasa 2 16 lah. Okay, macam tu. So equals to 0. So ini jadi kita punya equation. So selesaikan dia. X minus 3/2 square plus Y plus 2 square plus Z minus 4 square equals to pula. Jadi apa ni? 25 tolak semua sekali tu. Cuba kira. 25 tolak 94.
Negative 11/4.
Negative
11/4.
11/4. Thank you. So equals to 0 like this. Betul?
No.
Oh, dekat terbalik. Dia sepatutnya macam ni.
Betul.
Okay. So, okay. Thank you. So, your equation will be like this. Tambah Y tambah 2 kuasa 2 tambah Z tolak. Everyone got this? Negative 11/4. Semua dapat?
Dapat.
So, what happened? What's the conclusion? Is it a sphere?
No conclusion.
No. Okay.
No
So, K less than 0. Okay, negative 11/4 ni less than 0. Less than 0. So, no conclusion can be drawn. Okay, no conclusion. Thus, no conclusion. Macam tu. Okay. Now, kita buat soalan A ni. Kita ada berkali guys. We have coefficient. We have coefficient here. Okay, first step, tak kisahlah coefficient dia 2 ke, coefficient dia 3 ke. First step, you have to ensure that all the coefficients become 1. So in this case, we need to divide everything by 2. Okay, so solution, first of all, you need to divide everything by 2. So bahagi 2 semua sekali, we will get x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus x minus 3/2y. I don't know what happened with my pen ni. Dia selalu tak terkeluar. 5/2 z minus 1 equals to 0, right? So sekarang baru boleh completing the square. So bila you completing the square, sama step macam tadi guys. X tambah ke tolak?
Tolak.
Tolak apa? You beritahu saya. Minus what?
1/2.
1 ke 1/2?
1/2.
1/2, pandai. Oh. Minus, sorry. Yellow. X squared, pasangan dia negative 1 ni. So, bahagi 2 lah. So, dia jadi 1/2. Kuasa 2 tambah, buka Y pula. Y pasangan dia adalah ni Y. Pasangan dia adalah negatif 3/2. Bahagi 2 lagi. So, negative 3/2, negative 3/4 lah. Divide by 2 again kan. So, square. Plus, Z jadi apa?
Plus 5/4.
Yes, plus 5/4. Okay, so Z plus 5/4 squared like this. Negative 1 tu salin je balik. Okay, minus. Buka bracket. So negative 1/2 squared becomes 1/4 plus 9/4 squared plus 25/16. 4 pula. Yang ni 16 jugalah. Kan? Equals to 0. Cuba kira tu. 1/4, 9/16, 25/16. You dapat apa guys? Sama dengan apa ni? Negatif, positif. I think it should be positive. Isn't it? Dapat berapa? Kira-kira.
27/8.
27/8. Everyone got this?
Got it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good. So, yes, this is a sphere. Okay, you jawab macam ni. This is a sphere. Radius R equals to square root 27/8. And then center at okay, hati-hati Kalau dia negatif, dia akan jadi positif. Okay, so 1/2. Ni negatif, so dia jadi positif. Dia terbalik 3/4. And then kalau yang ni positif, dia akan jadi negatif 5/4. Like this. Betul ke jawapan ni? Question number 7A. 7A. Betul lah. Ni sama tak 27/8 ni? Is it the same?
Yes.
Square root 27/8 yang tadi. Kita dapat. Saya tak ada kalkulator ni. Jom ke kalkulator. Sama tak? Nilai perpuluhan ni sama kalau sama betul lah tu. Okay. Alright, that's it. So understand this topic? Tukar equation jadi sphere. Boleh faham?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, good. Well done. Last topic. Cones. Cones ni menarik juga. Okay, kalau you perhatikan ketiga-tiga equation soalan ni, you tengok dekat screen tu. Apa beza, okay, yang pertama, mula-mula saya tanya ni. Apa beza equation ni dengan equation paraboloid? Paraboloid. Mangkuk tom yum tadi. Apa beza equation ni dengan equation paraboloid?
Paraboloid have the numbers.
Paraboloid ada numbers. Actually cone pun boleh ada numbers. Okay, you kena tengok. Yes, very good. The subject. Dalam kes ni, bila paraboloid, subjek dia kuasa 1. Tapi dalam cone, subjek dia pun kuasa 2. Tapi dia bukan sphere. Kalau sphere, semua ketiga-tiga variable tu mesti satu side. Okay, kalau sphere, ketiga-tiga variable tu mesti sebelah kiri. Lepas tu belakang tu radius. Tapi dalam kes ni, dia ada subjek. Tapi subjek dia adalah kuasa 2. So, kes macam ni, dia adalah cone. Okay. Saya akan bagi contoh, different example from the module so that you can understand. Cones nombor berapa dah ni? 1, 2, 3, 4 yang tadi 4, 5 lah. Saya combine tadi kan sphere dengan ellipse. Okay, so number 5. Number 5 cones. Example, sketch the following surfaces. Okay, kita buat dua contoh lah. Number 1, let's say Z equals to 1 minus x squared plus y squared like this. Okay, number 2, let's say you have x equals to x squared equals to, let's say 4y squared plus 4z squared. Sorry, dua soalan ni. Okay, now we go for the first question dulu. Let's say soalan test keluar macam ni. Apa soalan macam mana nak jawab ni? Tak tahan, tak ingat benda tu, tak ingat langsung. Try buat 2D. Okay. So question number 1, kita try plot 2D dia dulu. Z equals to 1 minus square root of saya punya pen ni kenapa lah macam tu. X squared plus y squared. Asyik tak keluar je ink dia. Okay, apa beza soalan ni yang ada square root ni dengan hemisphere Kalau hemisphere tadi, dia overall tau guys. Dia dengan koefisien sekali. Ni. Dia semua sekali dia square root dan dia ada koefisien, dia ada nilai 25 tu duduk dalam square root juga. Tapi kalau cones, nilai tu, number tu duduk kat luar. Okay, so now into dimension, just to get the idea, you tak payah buat benda ni. Kalau dalam test, tak ada markah pun, tapi just untuk dapatkan idea. Into D, let's say sekarang ni, okay, you boleh tahu saya, you nak XZ plane ke YZ plane? Pilih, XZ plane or YZ? XZ plane, okay, on XZ plane. So we let Y equals to 0, isn't it? So let Y equals to 0, so kita ada Z equals to 1 minus square root of X squared. Okay, so dalam kes ni, bila punca kuasa dengan square root, dia akan jadi plus minus automatically. Z equals to 1 plus minus of X like this. So from here guys, ni you akan ada dua equations tau. Okay, the first one is Z equals to 1 plus X. Satu lagi Z equals to 1 minus X. Okay, ini adalah graf linear. Kenapa linear? Sebab kuasa satu variable dia tak ada kuasa dua. So graf linear dua-dua ni. So kalau you guna intercept form, you akan ada Z minus, Allah, apa saya punya pen ni? Minus X equals to 1 kan? You pindah X tu sebelah kiri. So you akan dapat Z over 1, X over 1. Macam tu kan? And then kalau you guna intercept form untuk yang kedua ni, you akan ada Z over 1. Negatif tu jadi bawa ke sebelah kiri jadi positif. X over 1 equals to 1. Macam tu kan? Okay, so kalau you plot, guys, plot into D, apa bentuk you akan dapat ni? X dengan Y, okay, Z equals, X dengan Y pula, sorry. X dengan Z, kan? Z. So X equals to negative 1, Z equals to 1, so yang ni, this is the first line. And then line yang kedua, Z equals to 1, yes, Z equals to 1, X equals to positive 1. Macam tu. Okay, so yang sebelah kiri ni adalah equation Z equals to 1 plus X. Yang sebelah kanan ni adalah Z equals to 1 minus X. Macam tu. Okay, so bila you transform 3D, okay, you nak transform sekarang ni guys. Z dengan X kan? X, Z, Y. Misal kata you dah buat tadi dalam test ni, you nak transform. Okay, sini 1 je buat, betul dah, Z 1. Lepas tu X positif 1. Lepas tu X belakang ni negatif 1. So you akan dapat macam ni kan? So, logically, this will turn into a cone. Okay, a cone. Kenapa a cone? Kenapa a cone guys? Kalau you buat on YZ plane, you pun akan dapat garisan yang sama. Okay, contoh on YZ plane. YZ plane ni. Z equals to 1 minus square root of Y squared. Macam ni kan sebab X equals to 0 kan. So you akan dapat Z equals to 1 plus minus Y. Sama lah. So 1 plus minus Y, dekat Y ni negatif 1, Y ni positif 1. So you akan dapat garisan macam ni. Sama juga. So kalau into D, ZY plane pun sama. Ini Y, ini Z. So you akan dapat macam ni juga nanti. So dapatlah cone. Satu side je cone. Sebab ada square root sign. Kalau dia tak ada square root sign, okay guys, kalau tak ada square root sign, dia bentuk apa sebenarnya ni? Kalau tak ada lah square root sign tu. Dia bentuk apa? Boleh teka tak? Sorry? Dia you all kena tengok tadi, kalau lah macam kata dia bentuk macam ni, satu tolak x kuasa 2 tambah y kuasa 2 macam ni. Dia tak ada square root sign. So dia bentuk apa?
Segitiga.
Bentuk
Parabolic.
paraboloid. It will becomes a paraboloid kalau dia tak ada square root sign. Sampai level tu saya nak test you all. Equation tak apa guys, practice make perfect. Balik ni you try buat semua latihan 1.3 tu, confirm saya yakin you boleh jawab soalan test. Okay, last question number 2 ni. Question number 2. Ni senang kan ni question number 2 ni, copy. Semester lepas ada student tanya saya, Madam, kenapa equation ni membentuk cone? Kenapa dia tak membentuk sphere ke? Sebab bentuk dia kuasa 2. Okay, like this guys. Bila soalan macam ni, okay, again dia memandangkan dia ada subjek, you buat into D. Contoh so kita bila into D, kita akan buat sama ada XY plane ataupun ZX plane. Sebab kita nak couplekan X dengan Y ataupun X dengan Z lah. So let's say saya ambil X dengan Z, X dengan Y on XY plane. Allah, tak keluar. Okay, so XY plane kita let Z equals to 0 lah kan. So bila XY plane Z equals to 0, X kuasa 2 sama dengan 4Y squared, isn't it? So kuasa 2, dua-dua ada kuasa 2 guys. So what you should do, you have to square both sides. So bila square both sides, take a square root both sides. Buat punca kuasa dua-dua belah. So X equals to plus minus 2Y. See, dia dah tak ada kuasa 2 dah. So bila X equals to plus minus 2Y, logically bila you plot, what happen guys? Ni X, ni Y. X equals to positive 2Y dengan X equals to negative 2Y. Ini graf linear tau. Dia tak ada kuasa 2 dah. Ini graf linear. So straight line kan. So dia akan jadi macam gini kan. Positif 2, yang ni negatif 2, isn't it? Betul tak?
Betul.
So, dengan gembiranya, in 3D, you boleh terus lukis. Okay, apa subjek kita tadi? Subjek kita adalah subjek kita apa ni? X. So automatically, automatically kita punya cone tu akan menghadap si X. Okay, bila X sebagai subjek, ini X, ini X. Ini X pula, ini ini Y, ini Z. Automatically you punya cone, dalam kes ni you all akan ada two cones. Satu X ke depan, satu X ke belakang. Macam tu. Sebab dalam soalan ni dia tak ada punca kuasa, so dia both sides. So dia ada dua cones. Okay? Understand guys?
Yes.
Alright. So jom kita tengok exercise ni. Okay, saya teka sebab saya tanya awak Okay, soalan C ni bentuk apa? Ni paling simple. Soalan C ni bentuk apa? 3D.
Parabolic cylinder.
Yes, parabolic cylinder. Okay, good. Parabolic cylinder. How about F? Bentuk apa?
Cylinder.
Cylinder, tapi dia elliptical cylinder lah. Dia ellipse tapi dia cylinder. Cylinder bentuk ellipse. Cylinder dia pengek cylinder tu. Okay, good. Very good. How about question K? Bentuk apa?
Parabolic.
Paraboloid. Yes, mangkuk tom yum. Paraboloid. Okay, good. Very good. How about this? Question G.
Parabolic.
Cone.
Cone.
Yes, very good. Cones. Cones daripada Pak siapa ni?
Y.
Y. Okay, good. Dia ada dua cones kan? Dua sides cones. Okay, good. How about D? Ni bentuk apa ni? Parabolic cylinder. Okay, good. Parabolic cylinder. Parabolic cylinder. How about this?
Parabolic.
Parabolic. Parabolic. Okay, mangkuk tom yum ni ke mana? Menghadap ke mana mangkuk tom yum ni? Ke arah Z. Pasti Z. Ke atas kan? Sebab dia plus 4. Dia naik ke atas satu step. Bucu dia dekat 4. Okay? Alright, so that's all for today, I think. Did you understand, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I can stop record.